Hi guys and welcome. Today I thought I'd do a video log on something that's been on my mind since I started up Call of Duty 1. Of course it's World War II related, but I've managed to get in my garage and find my granddad's old World War II Bren. Now the story behind this was, my granddad wanted to he wanted to just buy another Bren. I don't know why, but he just wanted to buy another Bren, and he contacted the supplier of old World War II guns, and they asked for his name, and he gave them his name, and they actually managed to find his actual gun that he used in World War II. Now obviously it's been blocked up and stuff, so you can't actually use the gun, but I find it so interesting. Okay, so I don't know how long this video log is going to be, hopefully under 10 minutes, but I'm also, as well as showing you around the Bren, I'm going to do some stories from my granddad, as I was going to talk about the war, but I've never taken a history lesson in my life, and I do nothing about, I only know what I've looked into, and that's mainly the 17th and 18th century, Empire Total War related, of course. So I'm just going to show you quickly around the Bren, and then I'm going to fire a few rounds, obviously not real rounds. If you can see here, that's his engravings on the gun that he made during the war, Harvey, which was his surname. 5th Seaforth Highlanders. K. Harvey Kenneth, which is my middle name. Look at the gun. I don't think there's anything on the other side. No, it's just general wear and tear on the other side. The magazine, obviously not real. Well, I don't know, it might be a real magazine, but it won't work as it's blocked up. There's a handle for carrying it. Now I must say, this thing weighs a flipping ton, and he would go around marching for miles with this thing, as well as his other accessories. But yeah, I'm just gonna look at it from this angle. And then I'm just gonna fire it off a bit. Obviously nothing can happen, but let's zoom in a bit. Okay. Right. Now I'm hoping this is visible in the camera. Bloody hell. Oh yeah, I've got a towel down to prevent any corrosion from going on, because the ground's slightly damp. Okay. Pull this back. Magazine's not in. We adjust the sight accordingly to which direction you want to go, up or down. I've got it on automatic. Go. He also said he used to shoot down planes with this thing. He'd get on top of roofs and just shoot down the enemy planes. The bullets were that powerful. I wish you know that. But anyway, there's safety, which is S, and then there's R. I'm not sure what R is, but this is the sound it makes. It almost sounds like two bullets being fired at once. I'm not sure. Semi-automatic possibly. Right, so let me just try and carry it and show you how heavy it is. And I'm not weak by all means, but bloody hell, this thing's heavy. Get the stand up. Oh bloody hell. Okay, where's the camera? It's pointing down. Let's get it back up. I hope this all goes out properly. Okay, so this is it. You'd have to march with this for miles. There is some. There's some markings in the places. I'm not sure if I can bother to show them there. But yeah, you can see this. It's a close up. I bloody hope this is in line with the camera. So I'm going to shoot someone. Oh! Okay, I can't hold this any longer. It's actually easier to hold it by the handle. Okay, so this doesn't go over 10 minutes. I'm going to get my very damp piece of paper, which I'll put under there. I'll just read a few things out. I'm not sure if you'd be interested or not. I'll see. And I hope the camera's in my... That should be alright. Okay, as I said, I used to shoot planes out of the sky. Not really an interesting one. A bullet went through his helmet and somehow it shot there and somehow managed to skim all the way through his helmet and back out. It ripped up all the skin on his skull, and had it been a few millimeters deeper it would have gone watch his brain and just killed him. He's not sure how it happened, but yeah. He was on the standing... I've made notes. I'm going to have to actually read from this because the last one I did make notes, but I improvised from the notes. Sorry, I noticed someone coming up the garden. It's gone. Right, he was on the starting line with his regiment and he suddenly collapsed. He was taken to the field hospital. Piss off wasp. And they couldn't find anything wrong with him. He just suddenly collapsed. They then attempted to remove his boots to see if they could find anything, and found that they could not remove the boots due to him having them on constantly for 6 months straight. They had to cut his boots off then, and when they cut them off they found some shrapnel in his toe which had caused gangrene, which had gone to his bloodstream, caused poison and caused him to pass out. After he got better, he split up with his regiments. Obviously he couldn't follow them, they were moving on as the body was regaining strength and stuff. And he joined the Canadian regiment and then later found his own regiment. One time, this is a funny one, one time they were stuck behind a bridge. The Americans were sitting on the other side with the British, and the Americans just sitting there refusing to go over the bridge. They would not go over the bridge. So in the end they asked the British to go over, and my granddad volunteered to go over. He also has been quoted to say that the Americans were always very trigger happy and would shoot anything that moved, which I found quite funny. By the way, I'm not anti-American in any way, I'm not anti-American, honestly. Slightly gruesome one. One night they were going through a field and they were kicking aside what they thought were cabbages, and when they woke up in the morning they were blown off heads. Yeah. He liberated a concentration camp in Germany where they were keeping children and babies, teenagers, but by the time they got there they were too far gone to save them all. I won't go into any more detail, it's kind of sick, but the last one actually, I've been going through these too fast perhaps, I don't know. I tried to rush it into 10 minutes, I'm probably going over now. He was shot through both legs, and then a grenade went off right beside him. He got blown over the hedge and fell into a ditch of water, where nobody was able to find him for 2 days. They then found him, took him to a field hospital, where a non-medical person decides whether or not a doctor should attend them, and they mark them with a red cross if they should. then a paradre, I think he's a priest from Granddads Regiment, C4 Highlanders, 5th Battalion, visited the field hospital and recognised Granddads Regiment and insisted they put a red cross in his forehead. He was then in a coma for 7 days, and he always said if it hadn't been for that paradre, he wouldn't have survived. That actually took shorter than expected. Let me just check how long. Well, wasn't that short, nearly 9 minutes. Okay, so yeah, let me just ask a couple of minutes. If it cuts off, it's because I've cut it to 10 minutes. Let's just look at it a bit longer. Zoom in a bit. Something's there, I think.